Okay. I was just wondering what kind of volume you're doing now, and if you've got any plans for expansion aside from you said you were getting a couple of 300-gallon tanks.
Yep. Well, I wish I could really tell you volume. What we're doing is we're going through. We've got 2 110-gallon tanks online right now as primaries. They go through a 4-week cycle. Flavoring cycle takes anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, and then we go to bottling. So about 6 to 8 weeks per batch. Of those 110 tanks, we usually fill up to between 80 and 85 gallons each. And then we flavor in 20-gallon batches.
Oh,
so we usually get, for each batch, somewhere between 15 and 18 cases. And at least right now, we're pretty consistent at selling what we make. I mean, we almost seem like a nano brewery because it seems like whatever we make goes back out, but we've got relatively full shelves most of the time.
Nice.
So I don't know exact volume. I probably have to ask Terri because she takes all the real numbers for taxes.
Right.
But the system works out well. But what we're seeing is we can sustain ourselves for our sales in the sales room. But the second we start getting into liquor stores and more restaurants, we're not going to be able to keep up there. So we need to move to these bigger tanks.
Yeah, sounds like it. And then you'll be able to primary in the big tanks and then go secondary for your core batches. Whatever your biggest sellers are. What are your biggest sellers right now? Maybe I should ask Terri that question.
There's so many big sellers. We were really hoping that we could, kind of along the way say, all right, well, this isn't selling well, let's take it out of the line, or, this is selling more, so let's make a lot more of it. Everything seems to be doing relatively well.
Nice.
You have an embarrassment.
Well, you're doing something right then.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is actually amazing to me because I've heard from everybody, your flagship is going to be your show mead, and then everything else will be like half of that. And Sweet Nothing does really well. But it definitely is not our biggest seller by far. I think 04 statistically is our big one. And here's Terri to tell you why.
No, definitely 04 is our biggest seller. People love orange. Tiger's probably the second. And both very versatile. So I have a lot of people coming in telling me that they like to take the 04 home and mix it with champagne.
Oh, nice.
Or we take the Tiger in the tasting room, mix it with a fresh lime juice and a ginger beer.
Ooh.
Make our own Mead Mule.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, those Mead Mules are terrible. They go down way too easy.
Well, I'm drinking a basically a Mead Mule right now. This Cellarman's is called Moscow Miel, and it's an off dry Moscow Mule done as a mead. It's good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's really
all
good.
these geniuses think. Nice.
Yeah. Sadly, though, after this half glass, it will all be gone. Wine.
Oh.
I had to go get me some more. I still have to make another trip to Michigan. That's okay. I'll have a 43. I'll have the 43-foot trailer with me when I go up this summer, and that means I've got places to put things.
Lots of storage space.
Yeah, I got an entire overhead bunk that's going to be occupied by an Australian for like 4 or 5 days, but not on that trip. So, no Australians on that trip. My bunk will be available to stack cases in.
Like the way you think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Why do you think I got a trailer with like an extra bedroom? You got to have places to put things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. We're touring the
thing.
country next year, so yeah, we're going all the way around.
Nice. Well,
the bedroom's going to be full of wine fridges. Is that what you're doing instead of beds? Actual wine fridges?
Well, no. I mean, it's we've got an overhead bunk that is above what I call the study. It's basically like a little cubby that's got a fold-out couch and a desk in it. But, it's basically when the fold-out couch is folded out, it's all couch, the whole room. But when the couch is folded up, there's a little desk you could sit at, which is good because we're traveling and working at the same time. We're going to be RV working, basically, for a couple of months. But it's over top of that room is a queen-size bunk that's got a little ladder that goes up to it, and it's got a little railing that goes along so you don't roll out and break your neck because 10 feet in the air, But I basically, when nobody's sleeping up there, that's where I store anything that we don't have a place to put, because trailers don't traditionally have like a butt ton of storage. So the second I saw that, they're like, look at extra sleeping space, and I'm going, places to put things.
That's great.
Like Mead.
Yeah.
So yeah, think about it. I'm going to be going from North Carolina to Michigan to Montana to Washington to Arizona to Texas to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and then back up to North Carolina over the course of the summer.
Wow, nice loop.
That is going to be a nice loop.
Yeah.
But before we forget, I wanted to ask, before you got scaled up, a little filtration question for the home mead maker. Were you using like a smaller? What would be your favorite filter setup for just doing 5-gallon batches?
All right. Well, I'll get ready for the comedy relief here, because it was this was hilarious. We started out, I guess, with like most people, homebrewers, with a little Bonvino, the little teeny weeny little guy.
Mm-hmm.
He lasted about a week. God, that was frustrating as heck, dealing with that little bugger. I think we got one for like $99 off of eBay. And very quickly it went back on eBay and sold for $99 to somebody else. Then we got the Superjet from Bonvino. And that actually, you know what? It worked pretty darn nicely. The tricky thing, and the thing that I'll tell you, is it leaks like a little sieve.
Oh, no.
And we had to get a turkey pan from someone's house and put it underneath there to collect all the drippings so it wouldn't get all over the place. And that turkey pan stays with us now as a kind of a reminder of how funny the early days were, and how much of a mess we made when we did that filtering.
Oh, that's funny.
As soon as we could, we tried to scale up and get a better filter, because that's huge in this. And actually, I've got to thank, his name's Gordon, who used to be the owner of Louisville Mead Company.
Okay.
And unfortunately, there right now is no longer a Louisville Mead Company. He's a great guy, but unfortunately, he got into just a bad situation where it just didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But Gordon was able to get a couple of nice, small or smaller, but they're definitely bigger than Bonvino, 6-pad Italian filter systems. So I was able to buy his filter system and his bottle filler.
Nice.
And right now they're hugely important pieces of our equipment that we use every week.
I'm going to come up there with a movie camera, and I'm going to follow y'all around, and I'm going to do a show called Mead Pickers.
That's awesome.
Nice.
You have no idea.
Because I'm just in my head. You guys are like the picker guys on the cable channel. American Pickers, You're driving down the road. Honey, look, he looks like he's got a bottle filler. Let's pull in there.
I hate to say this, but yes. And I've been collecting antiques for 20-something years, and then the pickers came along. I'm like, those bastard copycats.
I know, right?
They stole my idea.
They're my dad. Those guys are my dad. I swear to God, my dad's been doing that since as long as I've been alive. Probably longer, because But yeah, I keep telling him, I'm like, look at all the money they make. You need to sell some of this stuff, Dad.
Yeah, really. And it's funny because I've been doing it for years, and it actually drives Terry a little crazy sometimes. But some of the things that are around our room get these comments, and I just look over to her and I just kind of point and say, nah.
Told you so, honey. Told you so.
See, but I still have too much crap.
Yeah, well, to say AJ commented on the back end stream where we tell each other stuff. She says she wouldn't get rid of anything, and I'm right there with her. I'm looking around my so-called office, and there's stacks and boxes and piles, and there's a stack of books behind me that's 2 books deep and almost as tall as I am. And yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are just
are
the ones I kept. There's boxes that have gone away.
I have a coffee table-sized pile of stuff beside the coffee table that's just sort of spread into the bunny pen. So yeah. No.
Nice.
Yeah.
I take home too much crap already.
Must be something with mead makers. We're just so creative and collective.
We're past
There's
that.
so many possibilities with all these things. If only I would ever actually get to using them.
Well, that, and if you get rid of it, what if you need it? You could
Exactly.
need it
Pet
later.
peeve.
You could need it
Total
later.
pet peeve.
Yeah.
Yep. You never know when you're going to need a
never know.
full-size boar's head.
Generally, it's about 2 weeks after I've thrown it out.
Did you say a full-size boar's head?
Yeah. You didn't see that on our website.
I'm dying here. Oh my god. Okay, you got. I think you win the picker thing, the picker challenge for the day. Oh my god.
Nice. Yes, you have to come. He's right in the middle of our tasting room too.
Oh my god. Terrify people.
I'll send a picture over to you if I got your name. I'll take a picture with my phone and
Do
send it over
please.
later.
Yeah, you got my email. I want to see this.
Oh, Lordy.
You got it.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
That is too funny.
So, are you guys doing, like making mead just for you, or pretty much the meadery's eating up all your free time now?
Yeah, this is free time. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and when we do have a little time, like on the weekends before we actually start, we're going to markets. We're going to pick up. We're going crazy. It's
Going to
it's a lot
antique
of fun.
shows,
Yeah. Yep. There's an auction in South Jersey we hit about every other week, and
Oh,
there's a
auctions are
farmer's market down the
dangerous.
street we hit. Ryan and I just made that trip to Brooklyn, so yeah, we're always doing something.
Oh my gosh. Need to get a big white truck that, says Liquid Alchemy on the side.
I got a big pickup truck that is getting a lot of miles right now.
Oh, I'll bet.
Whereas I have a Honda Accord that wishes it was a pickup truck.
I need that pickup truck. I use it way too often,
Oh, yeah.
but it's awesome.
We have to have ours because the house on wheels, you got to have that 1-ton dually or it doesn't go anywhere.
You got, yeah.
Well, I think
Very,
my
very-
husband will be happy when we get a farm because he'll get a pickup truck.
Nice. I was gonna say if I can give any recommendations for the home mead maker going to go pro, get a pickup truck.
Get a pickup truck. First thing you should do is get a pickup truck. You're going to need to haul stuff, period. End of story.
And number 2, get a boar's head.
Get a boar's head? A full-size one, not the mini
Yeah.
ones. Those are no
Full
good.
size. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
None of those
I might go
dinky
for a
ones.
deer head just cause
Man, I got deer heads
Nah,
everywhere.
too simple.
Yeah,
Too
deer,
easy.
Deer heads are. I've got a deer head in the closet in the other bedroom. I mean, seriously, hanging on the wall in the closet in the other bedroom. Scares everybody.
Stuffed squirrel. Stuffed squirrel
Very cool.
with armor.
With
I
our,
don't
there
know.
you go. Stuffed squirrel with armor. I saw that on Facebook last week.
Yes, I know. Yeah, Bun Helsing's giving me a glare, telling me I better not make him any armor.
Oh, David Webb down in Texas, who's going to be he's going to be a pro once he gets all of his things ready to go. Says he just bought a new old truck.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never get one of those because I'll fill it with stereo equipment that I find at thrift stores.
Oh, is that what that big pile is you sent a picture of?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like the latest.
Just so you guys.
You just need to make sheds for all of your equipment.
Yeah. Yeah. Manny's a
Once
sound
I have
guy.
enough property to put sheds, I'll be actually able to live in my house because it won't be full of my stuff.
Yeah, Manny's in the broadcast media world, so he plays with electronic sound stuff.
Yeah, usually after Mead, so I break a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you need more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say that. His wife will come find you.
Yeah, I'm in Delaware. No one can find us here.
Yeah, it's not that big of a state, dude.
That's true.
It's really not
Well,
that
you
big.
blink
And
and
y'all
you're
are
ready to
only
trip
a
it.
mile and a half off of I-95. I mean, how hard can it be?
Yes, we are.
Delaware's got, what, 11 exits on I-95?
Not even.
Yeah.
I think we got 4 or 5.
Is it only 4 or 5? Okay, well, it seems like 11 because you're sitting in traffic the whole time. So, you know.
There we go. Nice.
I kid you not, every single time I have gone through Delaware on my way up north, it's always been, there's always something going on, construction, accident, and it's bumper to bumper, wall to wall, from state line to state line.
Nice.
Fun.
Well, it's just because we like you so much.
Yeah, huh?
If we really care about
I can tell.
out-of-state visitors.
I can tell. Yeah.
They just want to keep you around.
That's right.
I just heard from Ryan that the